Welcome to Great Neighborhood Cooks. I'm your host, Rob Kircher. Each week I'm going to be knocking on the doors of amazing cooks who live down the street or around the corner. Who knows, maybe from your own neighborhood. For the most part, they're unsung cooks known mainly to their family and friends. Or they might be cooks from that great little hideaway restaurant that we love to discover. Either way, their relative obscurity is about to change as I bring them into the spotlight. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, stay tuned to find out. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, I'm here to meet Kathy and Joe, and they're in Southwest Florida, and they just sold their food truck business. So come on, let's meet them. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. Good meeting you.
Nice to
Fantastic.
see you.
Good to see you.
I've heard so much about you guys.
Come on in.
Well, let's go. Come on. Folks, you're going to love this. I'm here with Joe and Kathy, and we're in Southwest Florida. But Joe and Kathy are very interesting folks, and what makes them, I think, over the top is they kind of left that corporate world and then got into the food truck business. I mean, who does that? Joe, I got to tell you something. That is a great story. So, tell us about the food truck business. I know you had a different twist to it, right?
Yeah, well, the whole concept was to make gourmet style food, not a frozen empanada, not a taco, but gourmet New England style seafood on a food truck.
Now let me just cut in here a little bit. The average ticket of a food truck is what, about $8?
Somewhere around $6 to $8.
And your average ticket was about $28?
About $28. Our food costs were also a little higher because we made real food.
So the kind of food that you served was what, lobster rolls?
We did. Lobster rolls was #1 seller.
Yeah.
New England clam chowder.
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 By the way, folks, we have the proper Bostonian speech therapy right here. And we'll go through this as we go through the segment, but it's New England clam chowder.
Chowder.
So folks, these are things you can do at home because they're quick and easy, and they're not complicated recipes, but that's the beauty of it. So it's an easy thing for anybody to do, right?
It's simplicity. It's
Okay.
simplicity. If you have a couple of pots, knife sharpener, and a little imagination, you can have some fun with this.
All right, so let's start with the clam chowder, right?
Yeah, I'm going to throw a couple of lobsters in.
Let's do that. Let's
throw a couple of lobsters
Okay.
in the pot just
All right,
to.
so
just
your
for
job is
timing
to get the lobsters,
purposes.
I guess, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
She loves this.
All right.
Kathy.
Oh my, here they
Well,
go.
why don't you hold one up to the audience so they get an idea, Kathy? Don't let it bite you.
No, not my favorite.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
So there you go.
You know why lobsters are blue, right? If you were in that water, you'd turn blue too.
So these are Maine lobsters, right?
Maine lobsters,
Maine lobsters.
pound and a half lobsters.
In the pot they go. And Joe, how long do you keep them in a pot? I know that they have to turn red, but is there a certain timing that?
There is absolutely timing. You know, every way you look, you're looking at, and I've got a Maine lobster Bible, and they always seem to overcook it, and that's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want it tough. It gets
So
tough.
how do you know if it's undercooked or overcooked? How do you know that?
Guess what? 12 minutes. We'll cook a pound and a half lobster.
12 minutes. Okay.
So,
All right.
guess
So there you
what?
go.
12 minutes.
All right. So while that's happening, let's put our attention towards the clam chowder.
All right.
Now here's your ingredients over here, right?
Yes, there's our ingredients, and Vanna, would you bring that over here, please?
Got it. You're gonna start with your butter.
You start with the butter.
So we a stick of butter in the bottom, pan melted, hot. All right. Then we're
Now you're putting what?
we're putting a cup of onion, cup of
Looks
celery.
like celery to me. Yeah. Okay.
My favorite ingredient.
Ah.
This is what makes your chowder. It's bay leaf.
Wow. Wow. And
Salt to taste. Guess what? Clams come from the ocean. They're salty, so probably not too much till later.
now this is authentic Boston clam chowder, right?
This is we made this in Mattapoisett on Buzzards Bay when I was 8.
Buzzards Bay. Oh wow.
When I was 8 years old.
Now, a lot of people put flour in the clam chowder. You don't do that, do you?
You know, we actually do a roux just to thicken it up
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
So we'll take half a cup of all-purpose flour with another stick of butter, because guess what? Butter's good. People like butter
Butter
and bacon.
is wonderful.
Butter
I love
and
butter.
bacon, but without bacon in the chowder. All right.
No
So-
meat, ever.
Ever.
No meat in our
We had a guy on a food truck one time came up to us. We're at the bottom of the pot, and of course, everything is
Yeah.
crispy.
it's the best at the bottom of
Yeah.
the pot. But it also gets a little brown at the bottom of
Yeah.
the pot. So the guy says, "You don't put bacon in your chowder, do you?" And Kathy says,
Absolutely
"Of course
not. I'm a
not.
vegetarian. You can't have bacon
Where's
in
that?
chowder.
Can't put bacon in chowder." So we served the guy a bowl of chowder. He came back and said, "That was bacon in that chowder." All right,
Make
so
sure your lobsters are
they're cranking.
okay. Good.
This is
Yeah. Wow.
this is great.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to add to this.
Now, you were self-taught, right?
Self-taught, totally
Self-taught.
self-taught. You
And-
know, I always had a house with a really big deck on it. So everyone showed up, and I had a pool. So everyone showed up, so I had to feed them. So this is where we ended up
You know what I
feeding
love
them.
about this story is that they got into the food truck business, but they knew absolutely nothing about the food truck business. You know, I mean, who does that? I keep going back to that phrase, but who does that? I mean, it's amazing.
We're a little bit out of our mind.
But then, as your reputation grew, though, you really became very, very popular, right?
The business grew exponentially. It quadrupled in 2.5 years.
And you told me earlier that you basically worked, what, 35 days a year, right?
On the food truck.
On the food truck. And which is like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and you went to special events like, you know, wine festivals and things like that,
Food
right?
festivals, yeah.
Food festivals and so on. And you grossed about, what, 125,000? Or are you net 125,000?
We grossed between 125 and 150 in 35 days. So we did
It's
did
amazing.
about
It's
$5
amazing.
grand a
Yeah.
day. So at your average ticket of $20, we were selling to between 200 and 500 people in 5 hours, which means on good days we were getting out a meal in 58 seconds.
58 seconds. And folks, we got some photos that we're going to be intercutting in here that shows this long line of people waiting to get to the food truck. And Kathy, your first job was a cashier, right?
Yes, that's what I started because my history with cooking isn't so good. I can make toast. That's about it. So,
But then didn't Joe give you a promotion?
absolutely,
I heard he did,
I got
right?
a promotion
Yeah.
because my math is not as good as my cooking. So
Ah.
that led into getting a promotion to fry girl.
You became the fry girl.
I was the fry girl.
Ah.
Absolutely, and I was so excited about it until after that first day. And I said, "What? This is no promotion, Joe. What did you do?"
We just added 3 quarts of chopped ocean clams
Wow, here, I'll
into
take that
this,
thing with me.
and it smells
Wow,
absolutely
it does. It's incredible.
delicious. So I'm going to let those go
Okay.
for a few minutes. Crank them up a little bit. See how our lobsters are doing. What do we get on? Small burner for it.
Okay, now the third actually dish you're going to be preparing is an ahi tuna, right?
An ahi tuna.
An ahi tuna. And I have a little paper for that too, by the way. This is really great. I love this. Joe made these things up. It's great. So ahi sesame encrusted yellowfin tuna.
Tuna.
Tuna. Tuna. I love it. Okay, so
And this is
want to
our
show the folks? Oh, there's the
tuna.
tuna. Okay, look at that.
All right, so we can get.
So is
crank-
this sesame or sesame? Is this sushi? Would you
This
call
is
it sushi
this
grade?
is sushi grade.
Yep.
Ahi tuna, and it's yellowfin.
It's
as
yellowfin.
opposed to blackfin.
Yeah.
Yellowfin. I don't know. You know, one's black, one's yellow.
Yeah, well,
I guess so.
it looks red to me. I don't know. Folks, I'm here with Francis J. Cuomo. He's the owner of Roma's Gourmet Market. And Francis, every time I come in here, it's just bustling with activity. I love it.
Thank God. That's why we're here. We're here to feed people.
How many people do you get on a daily basis?
Well, it depends. You know, certain times of the year, like now, we average around 3,000 people a day on a Saturday and Friday. Sundays, we close a little early at 6, and we average around 1,500 to 1,800 people a day on a Saturday. So it just keeps growing.
And people
The
love-
restaurant yesterday About 1,100 people.
Really?
In the restaurant
Wonderful,
alone.
wonderful.
That's not including that.
Well,
So
you know,
we're very
you've got
blessed.
that magic going for here.
Yeah.
You know, you really do. It's the sight, the sound, the aroma, everything that
Yes.
you're so well known for.
I give God the credit. He gave me the energy and the foresight.
So, folks, if you really want to have a gourmet experience, you want to come to DeRoma's Gourmet Market in Bonita Springs, and it's Little Italy right here in
Southwest Florida,
Southwest Florida.
our own creation.
On September 10th, 2017, Hurricane Irma unleashed her fury and powerful winds on Southwest Florida, leaving many homeowners in a state of dismay. I was one of them. Days turned into weeks, and that turned into months. Among the maze of promising roof contractors and so-called experts, one company stood out, ACC Mastercraft. And I want you to do me a favor. Folks, contact them. They're on Trade Center Way. They are unbelievable. They do two things that I was blown away by. One, they believe in service, and two, they believe in helping you. Can you imagine that? It's true. Contact them. It's the best thing you can possibly do for yourself. And when you do, I want you to call me and let me know how you make out, because they're unbelievable. Seriously.
Where can you explore the ice of the Arctic, become an engineer and test your designs, or create a masterpiece from your imagination? The Children's Museum of Naples, that's where. Come On is a brain-building powerhouse, fueled by STEAM-based activities and experiences for children of all ages. Join us today as you play, learn, and dream together with your family. The Children's Museum on Livingston Road in Naples.
I've been suffering from hearing loss as long as I can remember. It used to be I couldn't hear people in crowded rooms. Now I can't hear people in any situation anywhere. That's severe. Finally, I decided to do something about it, and I went to Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
If you're anything like Rob and you have to use your phone on speaker all the time, or you find yourself turning the volume up on the television, well, come see us. It may just be earwax, and we can check that for you. If you're over 55, you should get your hearing check every year. We do this free here at Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
I've been in this industry since 1972, and helping Rob was a wonderful thing. I wear the same hearing aids, and I'm excited about how much they help me. I have just a super high frequency loss, no low frequency, and I'm able to hear and understand my wife clearly.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good thing. I don't want to miss anything my wife says to me, by the way. The other thing is, of all the hearing aids I've fit, Beltone is the best product ever. I started with Beltone in 1972. I've had 20 years with Beltone off and on over the years, and they are the leaders in the industry, and far none. You get service, and there's 1,600 facilities in the country, and there's a Beltone nearest you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call your local Beltone dealer for service. And that's what hearing aids are all about. They need service after you purchase them.
And it's very, very easy to help you with this Bluetooth hearing devices from Beltone. And he's lucky enough that he can just go on his phone. No one will know what he's doing. He can turn the volume up, turn the volume down, change to a different program. And guess what? If he loses the hearing devices, he can find them on that phone. So just come see us. It's free just to have an evaluation.
These hearing aids that I just love them. I absolutely love them. At DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their fresh homemade mozzarella the best you've ever tasted? Well, take a look at this. Well, it's because it's made slowly and lovingly, the way it's been produced for generations. It's the same with their incredible custom blended DeRoma wines. They go hand in hand. The art is in the pairing, like everything else thoughtfully prepared at DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant. It's Little Italy at the Promenade in Bonita Springs. So now you're adding the potatoes.
We're going to add the diced potato after we let this start to simmer, because we don't want to overcook the potato, because then they'll disintegrate and you'll have
mush.
mush.
Yeah,
No mush.
no mush. Wow.
That looks
Joe, I got to tell you something. It looks absolutely fantastic.
about right. It looks
Wow.
about right.
Wow.
We can
Wow.
save those for later.
Joe is now putting the ahi tuna on,
Tuna. Okay,
Tuna.
so we're gonna give this is quick. So we're gonna give this about 40 seconds on each side. That's all you need, all right? In the meantime, we're
Now you
taking
just have a
these
little bit of
lobsters-
oil in that pan, that's all you did,
Just
right?
a touch of oil. Now we're gonna take these lobsters off.
So you can see, folks, Joe's got three things going on at the same time. He's got the chowder, which is now doing its thing. He's got the lobster that he's taking out, and he's got the tuna. Are we supposed to flip the tuna now?
That tuna's being flipped right now.
Okay.
Look at that.
Wow, perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So three things at the same time, all of them just unbelievable.
The secret to this is the temperature. Very hot. Hot. Put it over there, please.
So you want it a little pink in the middle,
We
right?
want it red in the middle.
Yep. Okay.
No
And,
fooling with this.
Wow, look at that.
Good, lovely.
Now, how do you slice this, Joe?
This is done in nice. I need a fillet. This one, please. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Nice and sharp.
So you use a
All right,
boning
so
knife.
we're
Okay.
going against the grain.
Can you do it on the other side so you can see? Okay.
Surely. We're going across the grain.
Wow, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. So you got that nice little crust on the outside, and it's that sushi pink in the middle. Wonderful. That looks absolutely incredible.
I know, I can't wait.
Yeah, we're going to do part of that, but that's okay.
Okay, now we're going to manufacture a taco.
A taco.
This is an ahi taco. We're also going to do quickly, Kathy, a little more oil
A little
in
more
that
oil.
same pan. Pea pods, please. These are sugar snap peas.
Ah,
Sugar snap peas.
I love those.
And they're
You might- oh, I
they're
love these,
absolutely.
Beautiful.
The secret to these
They're
is
so sweet.
to pull the end off so the string comes off the top,
Yeah.
so you're not eating that string. All right, so we're getting this warm. We're gonna put this,
Little snow peas in there.
put those in, and my favorite thing ever, oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce. Wow.
This is interesting, right?
Wow. Fantastic. Look at this. Unbelievable. Beautiful.
Bowl cap, red,
Got a bowl, Kathy?
perfect.
So you have to anticipate, right, Kathy? You have to, I mean, you're sort of like radar, you know? Yeah.
I'm a mind reader.
You're a mind reader. So, Joe, what kind of tortillas do you use?
But we use corn tortillas for one reason, because we have a lot of requests for gluten-free.
Oh.
No flour.
Yeah, okay.
So you
Yeah.
gotta
Makes sense. And all you do is just pop it in the frying pan, huh?
pop it in the frying pan, give it a quick warm, turn
Yeah.
it over, and then we'll put it in our favorite little taco machine.
You got a taco,
This is a
taco machine. Yeah.
This is the coolest thing ever.
So when do you flip these?
How about now?
Right now. Okay. Wow, look at that. So
All
you're
you
looking
wanna
for
do
just
is-
get a little toasty?
All you want to do is get them warm.
Okay, get them warm.
All right, so seaweed on the bottom. Okay, you see how nicely
Oh,
that
beautiful,
works?
beautiful. Turn yourself the other way around, Joe.
Hold your tortillas.
Okay, so we're going to start with some Japanese seaweed salad.
Oh, wow. That looks fantastic.
It's so tasty.
Love it. Now, Joe, you just you're self-taught again. You just came up with all these things. You know how to. You know how to do all
You
these
know,
things, right?
it's just simple to do. A little wasabi for taste.
Color is amazing. So again, folks, you know, simple, easy things you can do at home, and they are going to taste absolutely delicious. I have no doubt about it.
Sesame oil. So we're adding a coleslaw with radicchio and carrots with a mayo base, and we're going to also add, let's kick it up a notch.
Ah,
That's spicy, Joe.
love it. Love it.
Go easy.
Wow.
Simple enough, but you kick it up a notch, you know?
Yeah. But I also like the generous you know, size that you make your tacos with. I mean, use a whole fillet of tuna.
Joe had a food truck nightmare the other night, believe it or not. One of the customers came back to him and said, "Hey, I'm still hungry. What's the problem?" And that's always Joe's pride, that he loves to,
Wow, look at that.
he loves to make people full.
So Joe, this is the lobster roll, right?
That is correct.
Wow.
We shelled our lobsters. Here we have the meat of 3 1.5 pound lobsters.
That is a lot of lobster.
That is a lot of lobster, but guess what? It'll be gone before you know
Oh,
it.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will
So
be.
we're adding some chopped celery, finely chopped celery.
Now this is the Boston way of putting
This
a
is
lobster
the main.
roll in,
This is
right?
the main lobster.
Because
Salt.
there's a Jersey way of doing it, and so on and so forth. You're going to do the Boston way.
We're doing the traditional Maine lobster.
Okay.
Okay.
Little
So
mayo.
you're talking. People say, "Oh, I don't like mayo on my lobster." Well, guess what?
Just a little bit of mayo. Wow.
It's enough. So you
And essentially that's
taste
it, right?
it. I think maybe just
Little
a
salt
touch
and pepper,
more.
maybe? Huh?
Salt and pepper's on it.
Wow.
The celery to give it the crunch.
Yeah.
Add a little more. And then just a touch more mayonnaise,
Oh, the mayo.
and we are done.
You kind of play with it until you get that right mixture that you like, right?
And if you can get this is a Southern mayonnaise. It's Duke's mayonnaise. They don't pay me to do this. It is the best mayonnaise you can,
Opposed to Hellman's, right?
as opposed to Hellman's or Cane's or wherever.
Now, as far as the actual roll is concerned, I know if you went to Maine, you'd get a different kind of roll than you found here.
you would get a
Yeah,
different
but
kind of
we're
roll.
in Southwest Florida, folks, and you don't really find those types of rolls. A lobster roll has like a square sides, so you essentially have a hot dog roll. Huh?
It's a hot dog bun. Usually, it is
It'll be flat on both sides. Right?
it's flat on both sides
Yeah.
with an opening at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
And you grill them both sides.
Yeah.
But for these purposes today, we're going straight hot dog bun, super
It
bun.
works for me. It works for me.
Okay.
So you eat like this every day, right, Kathy?
Oh,
Obviously.
What did we have
Wow.
for dinner last night, Kath?
Salad. It was one of my specialties. Salad.
When you weren't the fry girl. Yeah. That looks amazing, Joe. That's incredible.
And people used to say, "How big are your lobster rolls?" Because when they're tiny,
Well, they are big.
about $20 off the food truck. Let me tell you, that no one complained
I'll
about
bet.
the amount of lobster that people got.
And so, what was the ticket price on that?
It was $19.
$19. Wow.
Came with a side of potato chips.
I mean, I've had lots of lobster rolls before, but that is a good price for what I see on that plate right now. That is incredible.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Okay, so that's our finale. We got the lobster rolls, right? We got the chowder. We have the ahi tuna. I think it's time to enjoy this.
I think it is too.
Why don't we pair this with a nice bottle of wine?
I think a good Pinot Grigio or a
Let's do
Chardonnay.
that. Okay,
Your choice,
wonderful.
sir.
All right, let's take it onto the table.
Beautiful.
I'm here with Jim Gerard, who is the owner of Kitchens by Ambient. I got to tell you something. It's a beautiful kitchen. You're going to be very proud.
This is what it's all about, Robin.
I'd like you to meet the homeowner. This is Nadine.
Hi, Nadine. How
This
are
is
you?
Rob.
Tell us a little bit about the experience that you had.
Now going over the design, and he's like, where do you want this? How many drawers do you want? How deep do you want? Where do you want? How do you do this? And I'm like, whoa, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted.
So they related well.
Very well. Really the kitchen of my dreams.
Wow, fantastic.
I love it. Love it.
At the Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their incredible bread and pastries the best you've ever tasted? Well, it's because they're made artfully and lovingly every day, using only the freshest ingredients possible. The same care and thoughtfulness goes into their freshly brewed, custom blended coffee. The Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant at the Promenade in Bonita Springs is the closest place to Little Italy in Southwest Florida. I've been suffering from hearing loss as long as I can remember. It used to be I couldn't hear people in crowded rooms. Now I can't hear people in any situation anywhere. That's severe. Finally, I decided to do something about it, and I went to Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
If you're anything like Rob and you have to use your phone on speaker all the time, or you find yourself turning the volume up on the television, well, come see us. It may just be earwax, and we can check that for you. If you're over 55, you should get your hearing check every year. We do this free here at Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
I've been in this industry since 1972, and helping Rob was a wonderful thing. I wear the same hearing aids, and I'm excited about how much they help me. I have just a super high frequency loss, no low frequency, and I'm able to hear and understand my wife clearly.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good thing. I don't want to miss anything my wife says to me, by the way. The other thing is, of all the hearing aids I've fit, Beltone is the best product ever. I started with Beltone in 1972. I've had 20 years with Beltone off and on over the years, and they are the leaders in the industry, and far none. You get service, and there's 1,600 facilities in the country, and there's a Beltone nearest you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call your local Beltone dealer for service. And that's what hearing aids are all about. They need service after you purchase them.
And it's very, very easy to help you with this Bluetooth hearing devices from Beltone. And he's lucky enough that he can just go on his phone. No one will know what he's doing. He can turn the volume up, turn the volume down, change to a different program. And guess what? If he loses the hearing devices, he can find them on that phone. So just come see us. It's free just to have an evaluation.
These hearing aids that I just love them. I absolutely love them. So folks, this is the finale of this amazing meal that Joe and Kathy have put together out of their food truck, right? And so we have clam chowder, we have the lobster roll, and we have the wonderful ahi tuna. So let's have a toast here, huh? So this is amazing. And we're pairing this with a good Pinot Grigio, and I can't wait to dive in. Let's try this. Wow. I'm gonna try this chowder. This looks amazing. Well, folks, while we continue to enjoy this amazing meal, I want you to go to our website, which is www.greatneighborhoodcooks.com, and you're going to learn more about Joe and Kathy, and you'll be able to get the recipes for all these amazing meals. We'll see you soon.